Okay. Live stream offline. It's cool. Live stream offline. Oh, it's cool. Where's that coming from? Live stream offline. Oh, it's cool. Where's that coming from? Live stream offline. Oh, it's cool. Live stream offline.
What is going on? We're in some horrific loop here. It's like
that
Groundhog
was so
Day.
good. Yes. All right. So, okay. So it is 11:17. We actually have audio. Let's do this thing. Okay. I'm going to still tell my my joke thing, right? Okay.
Deep breath.
All right. So we literally just got a new client. And the name of the client is Outdoor Pros. Okay, I'm going to put it in the chat. Outdoor Pros, like the outdoor professionals, right? Outdoor Pros. Awesome people. Outdoor Pros. Is it .com or .ca? Outdoorpros.ca. So they're actually an old client becoming a new client again, which is totally cool. And literally, Bud, who's supporting us on the show, was like, so is that when you go into nature and write? Get it? Outdoor Pros.
That's like Shakespeare in Algonquin Park.
Shakespeare in Algonquin Park. Oh, is that like Shakespeare in the Park? Yes, that's Outdoor Pros. Oh, that's so good. Thank you, Arthur. And so the most awesome thing about that is that I was like, oh my gosh, somebody else gets the dad jokes in my office. You know what? I now have a staff writer, just like the late night comedians do. Jimmy Kimmel. And I actually never watched Jimmy Kimmel, but the other people who I watch all the time, whose names have just gone out of my...
There's a lot of Jimmys, like Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy Fallon.
Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy Fallon, like Stephen Colbert, Seth something or other. Anyways, so I have a staff writer now. Yeah, I have a staff writer. So many more wonderful jokes coming up your way. Lame dad jokes. We're going to stay in our lane. Okay, so let's actually get the show going because we have audio and...
I was going to say, Brent, are you secretly Johnny Carson?
Sure. Yes.
Kill the Guru.
All right, that's right. We are live with Kill the Guru, episode number 12, which is where we stop the consumption and start the action. We, Brent and Arthur, gurus of marketing, dish out some real-time advice to our guest small business owners. They go away, they do it, and they come back and they let us know what worked, what didn't work, what was gold, and what was BS for them. And in doing so, they become their own gurus. That's right. I am Brent Kobayashi, president of Kobayashi Zeitguys, a marketing agency in Toronto, Canada. And with me is Mr. Arthur Tutt, a marketing specialist at the KZ.
They like nailed the timing on that one. Like flawless timing. So everyone, if you like what you see, if you love the show, click subscribe, hit the bell, share it with all your friends, and never, ever miss a show.
Never miss a show. And now joining us is Patricia, the owner of Hola Spanish Language Academy. She's returning to us. We've had her on a few times before. We've helped her create some videos and even set up a lead gen campaign for our Spanish summer camps. Welcome back, Patricia. How has it been going? Let's talk about your lead gen stuff and what's been working and what's not, if that's what's happening.
Good morning. Good morning. Here getting into my glasses mode. So it was hard for me to find red glasses to go with my dress, and with Arthur also glasses.
They're great shades.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
Okay. That is so wonderful. So good to have you back.
Yeah, I feel part of the team always.
Yeah, you are.
I should ask some salary or so.
Yes, that's right. Okay. All right. This is getting real. She's like, okay, can I get a cut? I love it.
Seriously, yes.
Yes. All right. Very good. Okay. So let's get into this. So we ran some lead gen stuff. And so for your summer camp. So basically, just to give a bit of background, we did some Facebook ad campaigns, which were lead gen forms. We did some Google AdWords. And so how much interest have you had in your summer camp? Let's go specific numbers. We're not going to be embarrassed if it worked or didn't work or whatever happened. We just want to know what the reality was.
Okay, so the experience that I had advertising on Facebook and Google, what I found out that Facebook is amazing for leads. So people want to know more. So I feel that the action button that we place on learn more is people wanted to know more about pricing, maybe schedule, things like that. People don't go directly to the website and check what they want to find out, like prices and schedule, things like that. So I got like 60 leads in maybe a week and a half or 2 weeks.
Wow.
I think we run it.
Okay.
And I went through each one of them with the 60 leads. I sent messages, some phone call conversations, some sign up for the summer camp, and the majority, they want one-on-one classes. So summary of all is, yes, you get the leads, and then it's the hard work on my part or on my team, which is to make all those interesting people to enroll. So I was wondering if those action buttons that you place on Facebook for advertising, instead of saying learn more, it is illegal to say enroll or register or something, or is a conflict with Facebook ad ruled if you put enroll? As I see on other sponsored ads that they say, okay, this is pay now or register now or things like that. So I felt that learn more is, I would say learn more for the free trials on Thursday, which I got like a huge people that were so happy registering for the Thursday class. I have a lot of registered class for Thursday for free, which they are my future clients for the fall. So they are going to be students during the school year. So I'm so happy about it too.
Okay. Do you want to say something, Brent?
Yeah, no, go for
it. In regards to numbers and percentages, I want to say that the 60 leads, I got maybe 10% of the 60 good to go.
Signed up?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get clear about that. So 60 leads, 6 of them, 10%, signed up for your summer camp?
Yeah, for the summer camp. Because we run, I don't have the exact amount of the leads for the free or for the summer camp. I just took the whole numbers and I sell the two ones. I sell the free and the camp for the 60. I knew which ones were for virtual free classes, but I just went straight. Oh, you want to try out the summer camp on this day, and the summer camp is on Monday. So come by on Thursday and see you on Monday too. So I sell two.
Okay, cool. So just before you get to what you're going to say there, Arthur, I just want to get very specific. And if you don't know the specifics, that's okay. These are the specifics I want you to know. So 60 leads, 6 of them actually experienced you, either the free virtual day or the actual summer camp.
The summer camp.
The actual summer camp. So they experienced the summer camp. Did 6 of them actually sign up for the summer camp?
Yes.
So they actually paid you. The rest of them wanted one-on-one classes, or some of them wanted one-on-one classes.
And came to the virtual free classes.
And did come to the virtual free class. So more than 6 came to the virtual free classes.
Yeah, I don't have the exact number, but the majority of the 60, I would say, 30 maybe came for the virtual in either or the weeks.
Okay.
In July.
And so they came for the virtual one, which is a group class, right? The free one on the Thursday. And so 30 of them actually attended, or they said, I will do that?
In between the two. So, okay, let me count. So maybe from the 30, 12, 15 came to the free trial.
Okay.
In different dates, in different Thursdays.
No, see, this is all super important because you do need to maybe have a spreadsheet where you're really keeping track of this. So I want you to know these numbers. And I know you're busy and I know you're doing lots of things, but the 60 to the 6, that's one thing. And then you've got a dollar figure on that. The other 54 to the 30, I'm now interested in the virtual trial. Yeah. Because if I understand what you're saying there, I want to have one-on-one for my child.
Yes.
Okay, great. And then out of that 30, 12 to 15 actually experienced the virtual, which is a group, so not one-on-one. So they experienced it, and maybe they would be like, if it works for them, then they're going to do the summer camp or something similar group. Now, are you doing one-on-one?
Yes.
Okay. Did any of these convert to one-on-one because they're interested?
3 only I'm doing one-on-one now, and some will come on September when the school year starts.
Okay. So when you say 3 are doing one-on-one, is that you have 3 students that are one-on-one, or out of the 60, you got 3 students that are one-on-one?
Out of the 60.
Okay. So all of this, what you do is you actually start figuring out the numbers. You spent this much thousands of dollars, you got this much, right? And the numbers are going to change because, like you said, you're actually growing a database of people who are your future clients. I love you that you said that so much. So you now have contacts, you now have the ability to say, hey, now isn't the time. You have the ability possibly to remarket to in the future. So that's all wonderful. I got a sense of what's going on there. We're not going to get into it on the call unless you know it, but do you know what your cost per acquisition was? Like how much you spent to get whatever you consider an acquisition, either a lead or an actual sign up?
So I will say that we put 1,000 maybe in advertising.
Yeah.
I would say divided by, let's say 10. So I would say every client has covered what I.
Yeah. So let me just put it simply, like, 6 in the classes, 3 that are private, $1,000. That means $100 per person, roughly, just being very rough here. So if you did $100 per person, how much money have you gotten per person? Let's just very quickly, roughly, just an average. Is it $50? Is it $200? Is it $500? Average.
Yeah, an average a week for the summer camp was 150. So
150. Okay.
With the 150, and for the one-on-one is 300 a month. So yeah, I will say that I overpassed the 1,000. I get back what I invest.
Okay. So, and then your cost to run these things is your time at the moment, correct? Do you have staff or any overhead? Okay.
I have one assistant, one helping.
One help. Okay, cool. So now you, as a business owner, I guess the question I have for you, is that success?
Yeah.
Okay. Because for some people, that's not success. Some people, they need a margin. They need to be like, I could make more money if I got, if I got a cashier's job at $15 an hour. And for some people, if you're at the beginning of growing your business, even if you lost money, you gained leads, you gained basically assets. The whole idea with the business, oftentimes in the early stages, is you're trying to gain an asset that's called goodwill, which means the ability for the business to make money next month and the month after and the years after. That's what goodwill, when you do it in accounting, kind of is. So, okay, fantastic. This is a wonderful update. I'm really pleased to get into the details. These are the numbers that you want to keep on top of it as you advertise, right? So it is, how many came through, how many people saw it, what your click-through rate is. There's a whole bunch of different numbers on this thing. We should actually go with this into the show. Let's do this as a future show, Arthur, is what numbers you want to look at as you're measuring the success of a campaign. Metrics. Yeah. The key performance indicators. That's what KPI is. But you got the basics. You got the real hardcore stuff. You spent $1,000. You got 10 people. You've got 60 leads. You got 30 that are interested, and you understand your audience a little bit better. They want one-on-one. Maybe they'll go for group, right? Because you said 12 or 15. Your job now is to have more people experience group, because that's probably a higher profit margin for you because it's a little bit spread out. And your job is to have the kids really like group and learn a lot. So you want to achieve both the kids' goals and the parents' goals. I think you probably have all of that in your mind, but I just want to make sure that's like probably your number one specific objective, is to have the kids saying to their parents, I want group. Mm-hmm. And the kids being able to articulate, or you being able to articulate to the parents that group is great for learning. That's why the parents want one-on-one. I want my kids to know Spanish.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right? So, maybe it's smaller group. Maybe it's 2 or 3, because the interaction is really super important. And maybe friends can be made and they can speak in Spanish amongst each other. Like, there's ways that you could possibly leverage that up. Does that make sense?
Yeah. And I have one question for Google. I don't know exactly how many came from Google, so I will say maybe 2 people. And I have watched the latest shows with SEO and all what you do in analytics. So I want to even explore more, because you said that a good SEO and advertising with Google Ads will be also beneficial for what I'm offering. So yeah, I will want to explore more on that in the future and put less on Facebook and more on Instagram. So I heard the people is getting more on Instagram than on Facebook lately. I don't know why. My kids said because Facebook is
real
for
quick.
People.
Real quick. So the ads did show on Facebook and Instagram.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, it does both platforms.
Oh, nice.
Okay. So what's the question again? You're wondering about local SEO?
Yeah. So that I want
local
to explore more on that area.
Do you mean like the Google ad side of things?
Yeah. Keeping Facebook for sure, but also put like a...
The first thing I would say is that before you put more money into Google, you really need to have conversion tracking set up so that you can track whether or not it's working for you. Because that's the thing, is with the Facebook ads, we can track how many leads did you get, right? How many people actually submitted their information. And so now you have a list of names, emails, phone numbers that you can follow up with. So we can measure that. It was more difficult to measure with Google in your case.
Okay, but one thing. So I contacted someone from Google and they are doing that for me. So it's just a matter of Google to do that. They say, okay, we're gonna add a leads tracking or how many are clicking here. So they this development thing on my Google.
Okay. Do you know, did they set up Google Tag Manager?
I think so. I can send to you what they did, but they said that they did it.
Yeah, please send it to us. If they weren't on your website, doing something on your website, did they have credentials for your website?
Yeah, we worked together. I worked with a person from Google.
Good. Awesome. Okay, so let's send it to us so that we can verify what they've done, just to make sure that they've done what we would want for you to track. I'm going to say something really super important, Patricia. I really want you to explore other platforms. It's a really important thing to do. Facebook lead gen just worked. You spent $1,000, you got 60 leads. They converted in a way that was revenue positive. And that was a beginning campaign within a week or 2. That's where your money is. Don't
Yeah,
spend your time on other things. That's where your money is. I know everything we talk about this on this show is absolutely wonderful. And I love that you want to take it from consumption to action right away. Love it. That's the whole point of Kill the Guru, right? That's the whole point of the show, is to actually make things happen. And there's things that you can do there. So if you're like, oh, I don't have anything to do right now, I'm kind of bored. What do I want to look into? Okay, let's look into the local SEO and that type of stuff. Awesome. But please take your money, your resources, and your time and put it into the thing that's working. So are you running a lead gen campaign right now for your fall? Like as the advertising stuff going?
I want to talk to you about that. Yeah, I want to
Talk about next steps.
All right. So this is the next step. The next step is the same as the previous step. Okay. So right now, this is super. Everybody who's watching this right now, listen, new things are shiny. I get that. I get really excited about shiny things. Like I spend an enormous amount, inordinate. How do I say this?
Yeah.
Say it again. Inordinate. I don't think I still got it. Anyways, words. I spent so above our office right here, there was this giant billboard. It's just a billboard on top of the office. And our landlord, and the landlord rents the space at the top. It's got like normal billboard stuff. And they decided that they wanted to, the media company that runs the billboard said, okay, we don't want a billboard in your spot anymore. We're going to take it away. I spent a lot of time trying to get that billboard. I wanted that billboard. If you're going to take it away and you're going to junk it or something like that, leave it up there. And because I like shiny things, right? So I get it. But what I really want to do, oh, thank you. Inordinate. That's our new word for the day, children.
That's our new outdoor prose, Shakespeare in Algonquin Park.
This is my indoor prose, inordinate, and that's what we do. We teach our adults language.
Patricia, we're still learning English.
Yes. Anyways, so this is what I just really want to say. I want you to work on your Facebook ads right now. If this is really working, focus on that. Focus on the creative that goes into it. Focus on the advertising. Focus on the lead gen. There's so much more available for you there that you have not plumbed the depths. It's not time to switch focus yet. When you're bored, it's okay. Like it could be next week, and I'm kind of bored. I want to get into TikTok. I want to get into local. That's cool. And yes, 100%. Let's talk. But I am so happy that you've got that. Okay. Any questions that you have at this point other than those? If we've covered them off. If we haven't covered them off, you can ask. Okay,
so if I'm gonna go back to fall, so I'm not too sure if I'm gonna do in-person class because people are still afraid what is happening. So I will keep the online, but I have the Catholic School Board facility ready for me to go. So what do you recommend me to advertise, the in-person, online, or both?
Both. Okay. You want anybody who's like, so to just give you a little bit of consumer marketing research for you right now, my daughter just got a job with a family. She's basically taking care of a young 4-year-old girl. And she takes the girl out to the park, and the girl keeps socially distanced and keeps the mask on. And all the other parents don't care.
About the masks.
About the masks, about being socially distant, about all of that kind of stuff. Okay? So, I mean, obviously you're a business, you have to keep safe, and you have to figure out all of that stuff for you. But your audience might be more than fine, especially if they're going to a classroom scenario where you're keeping everybody safe, or whatever it is that your protocol is that matches with the governments and all that kind of stuff. You have to figure out yourself. But from an marketing and advertising perspective, 100% both. 100%. You might not have the same volume as you had before, but I would move forward. I personally think you should continue with the online classes because that expands your audience. Not only that, my perception is online classes might be a little bit more challenging to figure out the engagement and all that kind of stuff. Because when you're singing in a room full of kids, there's a certain vibe to it, which is different than singing over Zoom, right? So I think that you really getting the online, how to make it work, really engaged. So the kids are just like, I got to come back to that, means that your offline classes, the stuff that's going on in the Catholic School Board, could be augmented with online stuff. Okay, so both. All right, any other questions? We'll keep on going.
Yeah. Another question is, do I create, I know you will say yes, but YouTube videos, what would focus on those videos? Like a 1-minute video teaching something, or I would share it on Facebook after? So what is the dynamic with YouTube?
So YouTube's an interesting one, because that could be something that you could actually get real views from people around the world, because there's YouTube videos that teach Spanish for kids, right?
I got a quick question, first of all.
Yeah, go for it.
Patricia, do you mean like building up an organic YouTube channel, or do you mean running some paid ads on YouTube?
Boss, you were talking about those videos on Spanish the other day, so I asked you if I can use the thumbnails, but I can just create my own thing, not the cartoons and a nice animation video, no, but yeah, something that also grab attention.
So if you're getting bored, again, remember, you're focused on Facebook, okay? But when you have nothing else to do on Facebook and lead gen and answering and calling up all of these 60 people and keeping in contact with them and giving them great, hey, I just found this great Spanish channel for you. Like, send them an email and say, this Spanish channel would be really fantastic for your kids to watch on YouTube. Like, do stuff like that. Like, support that these parents want their children to learn Spanish, and therefore you're going to give them resources for that and keep top of mind. So like, I want you to focus on that part of it. However, when you've run out of things to do, for you, I think it's at like 2 a.m. in the morning. You're on fire all the time. I know you. So when you've run out of things to do, what I would like you to do is not YouTube. I'd like you to go on to TikTok, and I would like you to figure out which things are going to translate into Spanish and teaching and all that kind of stuff. Not necessarily for the TikTok audience, because I want you to learn how to have fun and engaging videos. And that's the best place to learn it, because you're going to do it on TikTok, and then you're going to put it onto Facebook. You're going to put it onto your Instagram stories. You're going to put it on your Facebook stories, and it can also get onto YouTube as well. But TikTok is your learning ground for that exciting, fun thing. If that's your style might be more Mr. Rogers. That's okay. Hey, kids, this is what we're going to do. And that works especially well with the younger kids. It could be a little bit more calm. That was the whole thing with Mr. Rogers. So that might be more your style. You can also do that on TikTok. Like, who cares? You don't have to be loud and in your face all the time.
Okay, one thing with TikTok, so is an under-minute thing, or how long?
I think it's 1 or 2 minutes. I think it can go a bit more than a minute.
With TikTok?
Yeah, is it a minute?
So there's two main formats: 15 seconds and 60 seconds.
Oh, okay. Yes, it's quick.
Okay,
so
and do I do it because I'm the teacher too?
You do it.
Me?
I think I'd love you to do it. No. Yes, but you can, leverage what works for you. Mm-hmm. Okay, so, you're fantastic on camera.
I learned with you guys.
Well, you also did a video challenge too. I saw that on social. So you, not only did you learn, because I saw the difference from the beginning to the end, you took it on to actually practice and keep going and doing all that stuff. So kudos to you. It was not thanks to us guys. You're your own guru. You just took some stuff at the beginning and you went for it. But yeah, I think it would be great for you to do the TikTok, because you are the teacher and that's a wonderful thing. But you can also have other people. It is okay. Right? And you can, TikTok has all those things. Like, it could be you, why I just lost your husband's name. That's so horrible.
Ricardo.
Ricardo. Geez, sorry, Ricardo. I hope you're not watching. Um, so it could be like a play between you and Ricardo if you have different personalities. You know, just like Arthur and I. I'm kind of like the whatever thing, and he's a little bit more the straight man, a little bit, just to give some flavor to the whole recipe that we're cooking here.
Are you sure about that, Arthur?
Just Abbott and Costello.
That's us. Okay, next question.
No, I think I'm good. I have a lot of work to do, so I'm gonna have the videos today. I'm gonna have
Okay, wonderful.
I had one
Sorry.
question for you.
Hold on. Wait. You said you have a lot of work to do and you're going to do what today?
videos. So I'm gonna do my TikTok today, my YouTube, and I want to advertise also my next week is the last week of summer, so I'm gonna do something fun today.
So you're going to advertise using what's worked before.
I publish a video on Facebook on my channel for
Okay.
the following summer classes. So I do have different topics. So this week was sports. So I wear all the tools and gadgets for playing sports. I don't know if you saw it, but I got good feedback. So next week I'm gonna have something fun to do too with the kids.
I love all of that stuff, and flow with what works for you. And I want you thinking about doing your Facebook lead gen. What are you going to do today with that? Because it worked.
Okay, one question. I do post every day on Facebook. So what
Good.
you mean is to go on Google, on Facebook, my business, where the developers go and do an action button to that one?
Yeah, so that's the Facebook Business Manager, the paid advertising campaign, and I can work with you to get that set up.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Because I found out that when I do boost the post, it doesn't have any action button. That's different, no?
You can add one, but I wouldn't recommend boosting a post. I'd recommend doing everything through the Business Manager.
Yeah.
Okay.
We want to take the targeting and everything that worked and replicate it now again.
Got it.
Got it? So obviously you're not advertising summer classes anymore. So that's what we're getting. So that's whatever it is that you're going to move forward with. That's the first thing. I'm so excited that you want to jump into the videos though. Like, okay, let me put it this way. If you're like, I really want to do a video, I really want to do a TikTok video, do the TikTok video. Be happy.
Yeah,
okay?
I will.
Okay, good. But have it very, very close on the next list. Like get into the thing that's working for you. You got an ROI on it.
So Facebook then today.
Facebook lead gen advertising campaign, similar to what you did that worked.
Got it? So we can take that campaign that worked and we can just we can refresh it to talk about this fall program instead of the summer program.
Love it. Okay. Right, you're going to say something, Arthur.
I did have one question, Patricia. So what I was wondering is, so from the 60 leads that you had, it's very exciting to me that you've had 10 people sign up and become paying clients of yours. The ones that didn't, or even the ones that did and you were able to overcome, were there any specific objections or problems or concerns that you kept hearing over and over again that people brought up?
Yeah, so the most common answer is like, oh, you know what? We got tired of online classes. My son does, my daughter prefer to be outdoor. Do you have any outdoor camp? So I offer one day a week to meet in the park. But I said, you know what? Let's wait for the fall. We're going to enjoy the weather and we are having a nice summer. So people, of course, I say, yeah, sure, go. Send me pictures of what you do.
All right. Love it. The next thing might be for you just to give you, so that's good knowledge to have. Maybe figure out how do you do an online class outdoors?
Yeah, I did. I say I have one day outdoors. So I do one day outdoor.
Okay.
I bring
So
my things.
the kids go outdoors or you go outdoors?
I'll go with the ones that wants to go with me. So there are not many, like 4 or 3, and the other connect. But I know there are the data issues. So say, oh, I don't have data to be 1 hour in the park.
Okay,
All
so
right.
they're still on their laptop, but they're outside.
Yeah, some of them. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So laptop, phone, that type of thing. Anyways, that's something for you to possibly explore. Maybe it's not 100% for all people, but and maybe it doesn't matter so much soon anyways, but think how can you have, and it might be only for the older ones because the parents are like, but it could be, listen, take your kids to the park. You're going to get you're going to have to be there because your kid's 6 years old and you need to be with the kid, but give them your phone. And I'm going to have them go through a scavenger hunt. I'm going to have them do all sorts of things in the park, all that type of stuff. And it could be anywhere around the world, but we're going to work together. We're going to do a virtual Zoom scavenger hunt around the world.
Yeah, I did it one time and it was
You
fun.
did? Okay,
The
good.
girl was like I couldn't see her. She was running on the phone everywhere.
Brilliant. See, that's your open learning academy, like to a T, isn't it? Yeah. All right. We are going to wrap up now. You got your next things. You're going to start your Facebook lead gen. And of course, you're going to do your TikToks. Have you done any TikToks yet?
No, I loved yours, but I'm going to do mine.
Okay.
No.
You're going to do your first TikTok. So that's the Kill the Guru homework that you got. And maybe on a future episode, we're going to get another update and more questions from you.
Yes.
All right.
Any tips on the TikTok? So where do I go? Outside? Do I
put your twist on it? It's slightly different. So if it's a dance move, do the Spanish version of it. Right. So so it's
maybe we can collaborate, Brent. Just dance. I dance with you. So
yeah, we can. So I can do like this thing, right? Okay. So that's like, the backpack kid dance or whatever. I can't remember what it's called. Anyways, you could do a Spanish version of that because that's very not Spanish. There's no, you know what? So that's the type of thing. You see a current trending dance challenge and it's very not Spanish, then you do the Spanish version of it. And then that's your TikTok. So that's why I want you to go through a whole bunch of TikToks and you find something that's like, oh, that's the opposite of what I want to do. Let me do it this way or something like that. Okay.
Amazing. Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us. Let's go into our outro. Shades on.
Glasses. Okay.
Glasses. Yep.
Kill the guru.
All right. So, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for joining us on Kill the Guru episode number 12. We're up to number 12. Thank you, Patricia, for joining us. It's been so awesome to have you update us. So on Monday's show, we have an amazing guest expert joining us. Leslie Hughes will be joining us. Leslie is a LinkedIn profile writer, an international speaker, and has even been called a social media guru by CBC. We need to get her on here so she can be killed. Just joking. I don't know. It's a violent name, but what are we going to do about it? It's a catchy name and I like it. So Leslie has specifically narrowed her niche to specialize on LinkedIn because that's where the money is for many, many, many people. On Monday, she'll walk us through leveraging this underused powerhouse for marketing and sales because so many people think LinkedIn still is a resume place and it's about my career and growing my career and connecting with that. And it's not. It is a place where you can do your marketing and sales techniques going on. We've talked a little bit about how Arthur is doing it for sales with outreach. There's a whole marketing thing that you can do with it. So thanks for everybody for watching, for getting us, thanks for David for getting us up and going on OBS again and figuring out the sound stuff. I was just like, that was so amazing. It's like 7, 8 people that at least that Restream caught. Restream doesn't catch all the viewers, but there's like a lot of people that were watching us.
That was huge today.
As we were doing Abbott and Costello, our silent movie impression. right? Yeah, that's good. That's an excellent, very clever tie in there. All right. We'll see you next week.
Thank you, Patricia.
Thank you guys very much. You are the best.
Good to
You're
see
the
you again.
best.
Let's cut it.